Enjin, ticker code ENJ, is the next cryptocurrency I'll be reviewing. So big thank you to, I can't pronounce your name, you're just the person who wanted me to cover your link video. So I hope that link video helped. Today I'm going to review your cryptocurrency, which is Enjin. If you want me to review your cryptocurrency, leave a comment down in the section below. I will cover it honestly. I'm not going to pump every single coin to the moon. You know I'm not like that if you've been following me for a little while. So what we're going to do with Enjin is the same thing I do with all cryptocurrencies, because I'm going to compare it to USD. I'm going to give you price predictions. I'm going to compare it to ETH and Bitcoin and see where I overall think about this project. Just remember, guys, I have a very, very strict criteria when it comes to altcoins. I don't think every altcoin is the most amazing thing in the world that's going to change the world and has the most amazing fundamentals and team and blah, 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 blah. I don't really believe in that. I've been burnt so many times before. That used to be how I conducted my research. And I was never really a chart reading guy. I actually read a lot of books and invested big time in myself because I wanted to understand how to make money in crypto. And I felt like that whole fundamentals and hodling coins just wasn't doing it for me. So it's not to say I didn't make money from that. I did, but it just wasn't a lot. It was a lot of losses as well. So that's what made me go into the charts. So that's going to do it for that ramble. Let's just have a look at Enjin on the daily on the Binance and have a look at how this has been performing. So the reason why I say this is one of the more better cryptos I'm looking into is because let's just start right off the bat and looking at a close glance here. So most important thing is that your crypto has volume. Your crypto needs to have volume. If you're one of those people and you're like, why isn't my crypto going up? I've been holding it for ages and all these other cryptos are moving and my one isn't. It's because there's no volume in your crypto, okay? The whales don't care about it. The whales aren't going to care about every single crypto unless it's the bull market. But generally speaking, what we're seeing right now is accumulation happening. We're seeing some really good cryptos get bought back up and get to higher prices, and you're seeing genuine interest in them. So if you watch my last video, which I'll link right above here, which is the best cryptos to buy, then those cryptos have managed to really pull ahead and not had to face too much support. So we're seeing increasing volume and we're not seeing as much of a pullback. That's what you're looking for in your altcoins, or one of the things that I look for in mine anyway. So we can see with Enjin, we had the dump in February 24th. That was the low that this coin put in. Most cryptos bottomed out on the 24th of April, on the 24th of Feb. Some cryptos have bottomed out in March. Some cryptos are still bottoming out, but the really good ones have bottomed out in January. They just never looked back since, January 24th. Again, I'll link that video up so you can see that. Enjin has been able to, like I said, find support on the 24th, and it closed relatively strong. But what it's making me think that this crypto is actually due for a bit of a run is if we have a look at the last couple of days. So if we have a look at the last couple of days, we had the 18th of April. The 18th of April was a dump, which was a day where Bitcoin went down on the day before, on the 17th, but a lot of altcoins, and including Bitcoin, have managed to pull up from there. So if you know how to read a bar chart, the left is the open, the right is the close. So opened, all that fear got gobbled up, and it closed so damn high and so damn strong on the bar. So if I zoom in, hopefully that helps. So we open, sell, 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 buy, 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 close. Then we open, a little bit of selling, buy, 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 close strong. And then again, open, sell, 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 buy, 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 and we buy all the way up to the 50%. Really, really strong. Now, hopefully we can close above this. We've still got another 12 hours and 37 minutes. Hopefully we close above it. We've just broken trend, but we need to stay there because we're on a daily chart. If we have a look at the hourly chart and we have a look at what's happening, you can see, look at the volume bars, right? The white area is the average volume, right? So we're seeing above average volume since the 20th of April, which is really, really good because the people who are putting this much money into Enjin, they're not looking for a, generally speaking, they're not looking for a, what is that, 2% increase in their net. No, they're looking for a much more sizable trade. So what you're seeing is we're above the 50% on the hourly, and we're finding some support about that. So hopefully we'll just churn across here before ultimately getting to higher highs, hopefully, but we have to see. If we have a look at the 4-hour chart, it's gonna look a lot more clean because you can see again, since 18th of April, we managed to get some really good volume, but you can't start to see on the 4-hour chart, the volume is increasing. So hopefully this translates into the daily, because on the daily right now, the volume hasn't really kicked in that much yet. So that would be this area right here. That's the daily volume bars. So hopefully we'll start to see these bars get bigger and bigger and we get the breakout. Obviously, we don't know how long it's going to be, but right now it's looking pretty good and it's holding right now. So that's very, very important. In terms of price predictions, this is where we zoom out a little bit more and we have a look at the major retracement scales. So like I said, 50% at $1.56, call it, and we're finding some ground above it for now, which is fantastic to see. Next 50% target would be at $2.03. Expect there to be resistance at the 0.25 mark. That would be this area here. And at $1.78, and you can see there will definitely be resistance here. So hopefully you can see that okay. You will definitely expect there to be resistance there. And again, at the 50%, as it starts to go there as well. And then of course we've got the major 50% at $2.08, and there will definitely be a lot of resistance there as well. This is why it's important to take your profits, because there's so many sell orders that will be in these zones. Eventually there'll be more sellers than buyers, and that's what you get the dumps from. So that's why I always make sure you're taking your profits on the way up, because eventually the law of supply and demand always comes back to any single goods or service is just what someone else is willing to pay for it. Until one side overpowers the other, that's where you get the reversal change. So just make sure you're taking your profits on the way up. Of course, continuing with the price predictions, we've got the 0.625 mark at $3.15. Again, expected to be resistance there on the way up. 666 mark, you'll see resistance there again. 7.5 mark at $3.08. You will definitely see resistance there. And then you've got the two zones, the 875 mark at $4.33 and $4.08 respectively. And again, expected to be severe resistance around these areas. Think of it like a boss battle, right? If you've been playing Elden Ring, think of it these like level 200 bosses. You know, you're going to really die a lot. So make sure that you're taking your profits, you have a plan, not just hodling your coin till the end of the days and you've missed out on all these opportunities, because you can see you get these big spikes, you get some nice profit targets, then you get down, you have to spend months, and you get a few months up, and then you get the downtrend. So make sure you're taking your profits, because we spend a lot more time going down and sideways than we do going up. So just that you have your game plan in mind with Enjin. Those are some price predictions, those are some price targets. I don't really want to see this coin going lower than $1.55, which was the low that it put in. If it broke this, then I'm sure other cryptos will be breaking down as well. But the fact that we haven't had to test February in a couple months, which is really good to see. Like I said, there are other cryptos, and again, I'll link my video on the best cryptocurrencies. In that section, in that video, I had a section on the worst cryptocurrencies, and they were still bottoming out even till today. So make sure you be careful about that. Let's have a look at Enjin against its Ethereum value. So again, if you're familiar with my channel, I compare all these coins to their Ethereum value. So you can see they're all pinned to Ethereum. So you can see Ethereum's at 0%. And I do this because I want my coin to outperform Ethereum. If it can't outperform Ethereum, I always say this every video, you're better off just investing into Ethereum, reducing your risk and getting better returns. If you want to support the crypto and you think it's going to be one of a kind and it's going to do fantastic for you, by all means, go for it. But for me, I have changed my thinking a long time ago. I don't have that mentality anymore. I just look in and out of the market to make my profits. And that's the way I see the market. I see this as a way to increase my profits in the real world, because I want to buy my property, I want to pay off my student loans, things like that. If we have a look at Enjin, we can see it's underperformed to Ethereum pretty much consistently. It's outperformed Ethereum in 24 hours by 2%, negligible. 7 days, 0.2%, negligible. 1 month, underperformed to Ethereum by 2.7%, again, negligible. But as you start to go to the higher time frames, this is why I say you'll find it very hard for cryptos to beat Ethereum once you start going into the longer time frames. And this is because when cryptos get hit, ETH doesn't get as hit. So it's much more better play in terms of risk to reward ratio. So 31% underperformed Ethereum by 3 months, outperformed Ethereum by 6 months by 18.5%. Year to date, underperformed Ethereum by 30%. 1 year, underperformed Ethereum by almost 60%. Let's have a look at Enjin against its Ethereum value. So here we go, and this is the chart. And again, what did I say about the USD chart? I said the same thing. I said you have to be really careful with your altcoins, because you don't have a long time to actually take your profits. You can see we had this massive spike in February last year. So we basically had February where things went really crazy, and then basically by April. So you just had barely over a month to be able to snag your profits. And you can imagine the euphoria you would have been feeling in this mark, thinking that it wasn't going to break down and go against you. And then it went down against you. You would have been thinking, oh, that the low was in, we're going to have another run dumped on. And then you would have spent basically from May up until basically almost November, you get going sideways against Ethereum value. And this is why I say take your profits. Or if you're just one of these people, you're in crypto and you're thinking to yourself, I want to get into crypto, but I just don't know what to invest in. I normally say, just go into ETH or Bitcoin. You will find it very hard to outperform ETH or Bitcoin in the long term, because you just have these spikes, right? You have these awesome times where you outperform it and then going sideways, going down. Then you have these awesome periods, but look how short-lived these areas are before going back down. And this is why you need to have yourself a plan and price predictions and compare them with ETH and Bitcoin, because you will find how many alts bleed out to ETH and Bitcoin, and this is no different in Enjin. So let's have a look at Enjin. We can see Ethereum is a very tough standard to outperform. So I've drawn my trend, perfect rejection at the trend, wasn't even able to get to the 50% mark. So far we have to overcome the trend and then the minor 50% target. If we do, it's looking very good against its ETH value, but for now, again, we have to respect it's trying, which is good, it's attempting, at least that's something. Bit of rejection for the short term, not to say in a couple of days we can't get there. Let's have a look at Enjin against its Bitcoin value. Like I said, we know that ETH outperforms Bitcoin, so this looks a little bit better. So we can see perfect rejection at the 50% target. failed, come back down. Like I said, probably just needs a little bit more time. But notice how in the Bitcoin chart, how it actually got to the 50% and rejected. ETH didn't. Like I said, ETH is a tough boy to beat consistently. But even again, if we compare it to Bitcoin, you can see it just has these very quick sporadic movements against this Bitcoin value. So you can see up and down, downtrend, a few times to get it, few months to outperform it and actually get some really good profits before ultimately having a downtrend. And this isn't unique to Enjin. This is a lot of coins. But like I said, we look at these to see, okay, when is it alt season? What are the best alts to invest in? And these are just ways to accumulate more Bitcoin and ETH in the long term. So big shout out to Jason and Michael Bazzino. Their channels help me out a lot with my analysis too. This is just my approach of the market. So I hope I haven't stepped on anyone's toes. I just look at these from an objective point of view, and hopefully these videos are helping you. So let me know in the comment section below if these are helping you. Comment down below if you want me to review a cryptocurrency. In summary, I think Enjin might due for a bit of a run. We have to take it day by day, but it's looking a bit better than most cryptos. The volume is increasing. It's gaining some momentum against Ethereum, but like I said, these are short term, right? These are not cryptos I'm holding for years, or you should be holding for years. That's not the way to invest into cryptocurrency at the moment, in my opinion. But anything goes. It's your money at the end of the day. You can do what you would like. I hope this video helped you. If it did, again, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Until then, everyone, I will catch you on the next video. Stay safe.